Hello, a short video. Sometimes God puts a passage on your mind, and this has been on my mind for a very long time, but I've only quoted a little bit of it in the past, so let me quote more of the passage around it. This is from Matthew chapter 7 and reading from verse 21. And here is a stark warning. I've never seen this amongst favourite Bible verses, and it's not surprising because this is a very stark warning to us all. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and perform many miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers. Now these are people who believed in God, so they're not atheists. They're not people who denied God, but they are people who deluded themselves and in the process may have misled others as well. And it's a stark warning that not everyone who says to him, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. But then when we look at the details here, it says, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? So there were people who claimed to be prophets, speaking for God on God's behalf and saying, we are prophets, we prophesy in your name. We've done this for you, God. You owe it to us to let us into heaven because of what we did for you. So we prophesy in your name and drive out demons. Indeed, they did drive out demons apparently, or will do. They drove out demons and performed many miracles. So they performed miracles, and yet Jesus says, away from me, you evildoers. Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers. So they prophesied, they did many miracles, and they all did it in his name. And he will say, away from me, you evildoers. So that begs the question, how do you know you're saved? And it says here, you do the will of the Father. And the will of the Father is to believe, but it doesn't just mean believe intellectually up here in your head. It's a transformation of your heart, a transformation of your will. Or as Jesus said to Nicodemus, you must be born again. It's a wholehearted change. Are you repenting of your sin? Are you crying out to God? Are you confessing your sin to God? Because you can do mighty miracles and still not be saved, according to this passage. Remember how Moses, when he was confronting Pharaoh and he did these miracles with his rod and so forth, well, Pharaoh's people could do miracles too. The devil sometimes mimics miracles, mimics things that God does, and you've got to be able to discern the difference. If you are not wholeheartedly submitting to God, then you have to ask yourself the question, am I truly saved? Even if you do miracles, even if you prophesy and claim that you do it in his name, or even drive out demons. Can you see it? The devil driving out a demon, but he's still got you ensnared because you're not trusting in God truly, not wholeheartedly. It's a deception. So you need to be certain that you are saved. You've submitted to God. You've trusted in Jesus Christ alone, trusted in his work upon the cross alone, and in nothing else, and not just been in your head, but with your whole heart. A transformed life, born again, is what Jesus is warning us about. And he's saying, many will say to him, Lord, Lord, on that day, did we not do prophecy in your name, cast out demons in your name? Many, not just a few. And that is frightening.